Hello and welcome, loving ladies and gallant gentlemen, to Alverian Legends, the epic high fantasy channel where we together discuss all things wondrous and magical about the mystical world of Alveria. If you like today's video, don't forget to check out the social media links listed down below in descriptions for weekly updates of the characters and lore. Smash that like button, consider subscribing if you want to become a legendary liege lord or lady of the shadowy and timeless realms. And most importantly of all, don't forget to enjoy the show. My name is Lore Master Sire. Please sit back and relax while we discuss today's topic. Commonplace in most places across the known 12 differing and warring continents of Alveria is that of the profitable and horrendous slave trade, wherein raiders and nobles alike partake in nearly enforcing a lifetime of servitude onto a conquered and defeated people, regardless of age, gender, or race. Regretfully, in ancient times, it wasn't unknown for Lordridrians themselves to enslave recently encountered or defeated people. Two such unfortunate souls were that of Barithor Brexly and Tuva Tarandry, captured, exiled Anorin Berserkers from the Barbaric Briarwoods of Baeor, who found themselves wandering among the Freelands, then quickly enslaved to the pathetic Lord of Eastfall a year before the Second War of Wrath. These two towering, shackled souls, commonly believed to be exiled for countless, merciless slaughterings upon dozens of unjust and lawless chieftains, found themselves carelessly swept aside like unwanted garbage from the tableside once again, but worse yet, alongside the same sick and hopeless masses they had tirelessly fought for decades to protect. Uncovering the Lord's absence while Freeman and Adari war horns blared across the fields just upon the next valley, the two berserkers freed themselves from enslavement, only to find themselves awash in droves of panicked, pleading citizens. Desperately, the defenseless people clung to one another in darkened corners, hid among the dozens of dismal inns and taverns, or ran to the gates to flee. However, all were far too late, as the ravenous armies, led by a free lord of Bardin and the last notorious warlord of the Crimson Vales, would soon surround the entire city. Bereft of protection as a city guard and lord has stolen away with the courage of the people like a thief in the night, the city and the people crumbled to hopelessness and looming defeat. It rapidly became a revolting sight, a constant reminder of the depravity of not only some of the darker and more cowardly lords of this land, but all those who cruelly benefited off of the forced servitude of others, then tossed them aside at the slightest inconvenience. But even they, Berserkers of Baeor, were beyond shocked at the loathsomeness displayed by the so-called conquerors of men and myths. But for any true Anorin, worthy of Throthragar's grand halls, a bloody berserker of the Barbaric Briarwoods of Baeor, and brave battle brethren of war god Kolnar, it was as good as any day to die defending something deserving of sacrifice. If the loyal lords and ladies could not protect their devoted peoples, then the brave sons and daughters of Baeor would see it done. Together, both Barithor and the warriors Tuva fearlessly strode toward the near-dismantled gate leading into the soul of the city, armed with nothing save for the ancestral fury born of every denizen of the Briarwoods. Anorins need no hidden magic, cowardly poisons, or deceitful tactics among the terrors of war. No. They desire only for the ever-untamed warrior spirit beating within their thundering hearts and screaming for conquest, the undying faith in the just but vengeful gods, and their everlasting pride for kin and homeland. Though the Lordridrians had cowardly ambushed the pair in a foreign land, sold them off into a lifetime of barbaric slavery to an unjust lord, and left them to rot like diseased and shackled mongrels, Barithor and Tuva were helpless before the innocence of every shrill child scream on the looming face of destruction, the look of desperation upon each and every mother and father thinking of any and every desperate solution to save their children. They were bloody berserkers conquering warriors of epic renown. Yet even the greatest of warlords yet still holds life most sacred to them in one way or another. Though neither could forgive the injustice both had sorrowfully endured, at the same time, neither could they refuse the pleading cries of the untold countless masses of blameless souls carelessly thrown into the fire with each and every war unleashed upon the brutal but beautiful lands. Sanctimoniously the pair barred the city gates behind them with an almost reverence, then offered a sacrificial prayer to the valiant war god after watching the combined armies of Rufarin and Zivmar cross the surrounding hilltops and low green valleys. Like savage beasts born from shadowed mists, the two broke from their physical limitations, displaying the true fearsomeness of a berserker of Baeor. As the Free Lord, with the aid of the Crimson Warlord and their army, bore down upon them like hounds of Runfin, filling the city streets with their abhorrent war cries and infesting the already disheartened people with crippling fear. For 2 entire blistering days under the sweltering sun, and a single blackened night drenched in the sinistrity of the 4th hidden moon of Alveria, it is told the Berserkers fought off the horde of bloodthirsty foes back from the city gate and walls before one among the 4 remarkable warriors was defeated, and quickly followed by another. Felled by waves of searing black magic directed by the hand of the Crimson Warlord Berserkers, the virtuous berserker Tuva collapsed to the billowing fields in front of her gore-covered brother. Standing atop a mountain of mutilated corpses, and coated in the blood and fear of veteran warriors who had faced walking deities before them, paused for the man lost in maddening and consuming rage. Crashing through the ranks of the most prized warriors and shamans of all of Zivmar, nothing upon Alveria would stop Barithor from his vengeance. Some tavern tales that say of the man turning into some sort of Rhine bear, armed with pulverizing claws, who slaughtered soldiers by the dozens with a single swipe of the raking claws. Others speak of the triumphant war god Koldar himself, offering his own strength to the berserker for his ultimate devotion. Regardless of which legend is true, Bereshari's cursed skull was torn from his body and crushed within Barithor's powerful grasp. Incapable of performing the slightest of restoration to the blackened and charred form of the dying Tuva, Barithor, regrettably, instead turned his searing sight to the ranks of petrified freemen and superstitious Anorin. Every blade slicing edge upon the battlefield could not find purchase upon the berserker, nor any arrow or dark spell. Whether by the protection of the first ancestors, Kolnar's valorous offering, or the very bulwark of the wild gods himself, Barithor bled, but did not yield, could not yield. And the Lordridrians, watching from safety, quickly came to understand why. I hope you all have an amazing day, night, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Thanks for joining the discussion today, talking about the fantastic world of Alveria. You have all been amazing, truly and honestly. I've been your honored host, Lord Master Sire. If you liked today's video and want to become a legendary liege, lord, or lady of the shadowy and timeless realms yourself, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Every little bit is appreciated. If you'd like to follow the social media pages, their links will be available in the descriptions below. Please join me in the next video where we speak further about the rich and amazing fantasy world, its intriguing lore, and so much more.